We'll open the album with painting because I feel like people need to be led into this album. I feel like I need to paint the picture of what all we put into this album before they can fully enjoy it. So I'm doing that in the first track. That's my disclaimer. It's my little Surgeon General sticker on the album. Like, 'cause I feel like this album is the culmination. It's the full vision of something that I started with my first album. And I'm excited about it. So I wanted to make a mural of it. And I felt like the song was me painting that mural for people. Okay, so the beat goes on is it's kind of like tied into my music background. I spent a lot of time in the band in high school. That's my music foundations, but also that speaks to like what I feel like my journey had to be. Because when I started, there's a lot of space I couldn't get into. I didn't know where to go to try to get heard, but I kept pushing. Like, you know, the beat goes on, whatever, and it's kind of like what the show goes on. No matter what happened, you make sure the beat goes on. And the silence in the room bar is like it's a direct shot, like rap competitive, hip hop competitive. So I hear what they say about me, you know what I'm saying? But when I'm in the same room with them, not a peep. It's a silent room. They ain't got nothing to say then. So I wanted to address that, you know. No, not at all. Because something you said in the question, like as far as like my Mississippi roots and my Memphis love and my Memphis roots, is that none of that had that much to do with either one of those regions. Like, I don't feel no pressure to change my style to align because I have never aligned, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's always just been me. Everything I put out is, they just different versions of me. So I don't feel any pressure from the Memphis area. Like, not by the success and by not by the people that rock with me in Memphis and listen to my music. I think they understand that DaSkreet is exactly what I put out there. Like, it ain't because I heard something cool today and I wanted to try it. It's like, I feel like my songs from 10 years ago is cool. So, nah, no pressure whatsoever. I do think I can bring all of my partners into my success that want to come. And it's not cryptic at all. I'm not trying to be mysterious. I think sometimes what you consider success might not be success to other people. Or they might enjoy it as your success, but they may not want to come along. But I think that as long as they want to come with me, they can come with me. We're going to go wherever. Like, even if it's the Grammys, like, you get the call for the Grammys and you got to go on stage, who you taking with you? I'm taking everybody. Now, the people that rock with me, they know that me taking everybody might not mean that we all physically go on the stage, but I carry them with me. So like, when I go anywhere, I'm Mississippi and I'm Memphis, regardless of whatever. So if you my fam and I'm on the Grammy stage, we on the Grammy stage. So make sure y'all dress nice, you know what I'm saying? Cause, you know, you gotta look like something. But yeah, I'm taking everybody that wanna go. Honestly, I went with what felt right for what we was creating. So that's part of it. You know, I'm predominantly working with Friday Black on this project, really entirely, like a lot of production. So it does lend close to his style, but only because we met in the middle on what we wanted this album to sound like. Like the topics, everything is exactly how I thought it needed to be for people to be able to get what I was giving them. Some of those songs, if we'd have made them bump, it would have taken away from what I needed you to take from it. You know what I'm saying? You had to get certain tones for people to be able to tune in on certain wavelengths. So also, it's the heart of DaSkreet. You know what I'm saying? So over time and the career I done had, you can't help but get a little bit dark. You know? Like, the business is rough, man. Especially when you are trying to get it done yourself. So I wanted you to feel what I felt. I felt like that was the only way to do that, to give y'all some real deep soundscapes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Man, so talking to the mirror is seeing yourself exactly as you are. We all got a mental picture of who we think we are. So somebody can tell you, somebody can ask you if you're a good guy, and you might answer based on your picture of yourself. But you know, pictures are only from one point in time. The mirror is updated daily. Whatever that picture was, that might not be you no more. So like, that song was about looking in the mirror and calling the flaws as they are. I'm not as good as a father as I would like to be. It costs time, but I'm paying a provider fee. So like, a lot of parents can relate to that. Like, you really want to raise your kids the best you can, but we're in an economy where you gotta provide for them. So like, I admit sometimes time-wise, I wish I could be doing better. Also, you know what I'm saying, you gotta make sure that you got that financial stability too. So you know what I'm saying, it costs time, but you know, I'm selling the time. It's the trade out. The people that pay you, they gotta pay you for something. It's just right now, quite a few people might want my time, so I sell it to them. Yeah. For the most part, I see accomplishments, and then I see potential, because those are the fun things to see. And then I see goals, and the goals, you gotta look at failures. So again, keeping it honest, looking in the mirror, the stuff that's nice, you're gonna look for it first. So yeah, I see what I done. I see what I done accomplished. I see the things that I think are merits to who I am. And then I keep looking, and I have to see where I'm trying to go and what I've actually done to get there. You know, how am I treating the people around me in relation to how am I treating the goals that I'm trying to get to, like, and making sure that I keep the two aligned in the right way. And I see a lot, man. I see my daddy in my eyes. I see my mama in my face. That's the poetic shit people be wanting me to say. But that's true too. Like, yeah, I see the sum of the collection of the people that created me, and I'm fortunate because they gave me a lot of game. I did grow up in the church, and that's what allows me to be able to use some of the metaphors. I spent many a day in the Bible. My faith, as far as my music and the song, like, and keeping it transparent, I have a lot of times where my faith is put to the test because I'm trying to do things solely based off of feeling like they're part of my purpose. So even with this album, this project, God Flow itself is about 4.5 years old. By the time you hear it, it'll be 5 years old maybe, because I don't know when we're putting this out. But a lot of artists don't have a story like this, where regardless of what them and their team and people around them that had a goal, they persevered to the point where, yeah, we got an album that's been years in the making. So you gotta have faith to hold on to something that long and still feel the way you feel about it, the way we feel about this project. And I think God and the Bible got some of the coldest bars of all time. You should read your Bible, you'd be surprised. Some cold stuff in there. Top 3 records on the album: Bloodstreams, definitely, The Procession, and Black Forces. You ask me again in a couple of days, some of them might change. Painting is one of the ones that's my honorable mention because Painting started us off. One that almost didn't make it on, Bloodstreams, actually. Which it was never in question whether or not we wanted it on the project, but it's just, we recorded it, and at a point in time, things changed. People moved around, started working on their own things. So there wasn't no guarantee we was gonna be able to get the same collection on that song. And I didn't really want to do it with another feature on it. Like, some of the original files, we did some work on this joint, man. Shout out to Friday Black for making that joint shake back. Shout out to Slim Pro, Slim Production Studios, for that one in particular. Like, this, between the two of them, they made that joint happen. what I hope it does do is stay with them for a long time. I hope it inspires people to go back and listen to some of the catalog, because there's little Easter eggs and references all throughout this album. But also, I hope that people take from this album the amount of passion I put into what I do and how much the details matter to me. There's 13 tracks on this album. This is year 13 for me. My first project came out 13 years ago. This album releases on August the 6th. That's 8 months, 6 days. 86. I was born in 86. Then also, we just did bypass surgery too. Shout out to everybody about the bypass surgery too. But this album comes out exactly 6 months after that album, because you gotta have recovery after the surgery. So, and I didn't want to give y'all a heart that wasn't fully recovered yet. All in all, I just hope y'all, I hope my fans can appreciate the lengths that I go to give them the most raw, pure form of who I am. And I hope they buy that hoe. Like, for the price I said it at. Yeah.